Hi guys, it's Sandy. So I just want to get on here and do a quick talk about we better be reading between the lines and watching what's going on, because what the government is telling us and what the media is telling us is not quite the truth. You know, they're telling us about inflation prices being below 10%. We know that's not true. You go to the grocery store, you know it's not true. And that the job market is the best it's ever been. These are not true facts, but they're standing on them and stating them. And even Biden in his last address on June 10th said that twice he said that it's Putin's fault for the increasing food and gas prices. All Putin, just Putin's fault. Yeah. Well, we know that's not true, and we got to read between the lines, because I'm not sure why some people are not preparing. I don't know if it is they have just believed the lies that the media is telling. They believe the facts that they're being told that are not actually factual, or are people just afraid? And so it's easier just to put your head in the sand and act like nothing's going on just so you can cope without knowing anything, or laziness. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be one of the two, one of the top two. But why are people not waking up? I think a lot of people are. I'm not going to say not everybody. I think a lot of people are, but I still think there are a ton of people that are not watching what is really going on, that is just listening to what is said. Let me tell you, I read an article on the New York Post, and actually there's quite a few news articles that are talking about this right now. And they said that the food prices are going to increase. I actually put down a few notes for myself so that I can get statistics and some of the facts that I read right. But according to the New York Post, food prices will keep climbing with no end in sight, is what they're saying. So the Heinz Company and Campbell's Soup and Tyson have already said that they are increasing their food prices even more. They already have, but they're increasing them and even more. And Cracker Barrel, McDonald's, and the Shake Shack, they just came out and said that they're going to raise their prices due to gas, labor prices, and food prices are all increasing. What they said, though, the increases are going to be slow. They're going to happen a little bit at a time, so customers have a chance to catch up. So, because what they want is customers to still eat out. They don't want to lose all their customers with just a 25% increase all at once. So they're going to start below 10% is what they said, and then increase from there. So they're going to keep increasing. It's just they're going to start a little bit at a time to increase. And let me see listen, I read this one fact, and it wasn't once that I read it. I read this fact, I guess I should say. They've already done, they've already been going to families and finding out how this inflation is hurting them. And I want you to remember this number that I'm going to say, because I'm going to reference back to it in a minute. Something that President Biden said. So the average American household has been forced to cough up an extra $460 a month due to food and gas prices increasing, and they're really starting to feel the strain. I know that rent prices are going up also on people, but food and gas is definitely going up. So $460 a month is the average American is feeling that strain of that much of an increase. But this is what President Biden said on June 10th, and you can look this up on the White House press, their briefing site. They've got his full speech out. So this is what President Biden said, though. First of all, twice he said it's Putin's fault for the food and gas cost. He said it's Putin's tax that's causing this, and that our job market is the strongest it's been since World War II, and then unemployment is at historic lows. I'm not sure which America they live in, because I drive down the road and I see apply within, now hiring over and over again. So maybe it's gotten a little bit better since COVID, but there is no way that it is the strongest that it's been and the unemployment is at historic lows. Then why are companies still asking for help all over the place? Companies are asking for help. And then the other thing that he said, this is the one that I said, I want you to remember that $460 that the average American is feeling that extra strain per month. Biden said that, they've laid out a plan to lower cost, and they're going to start by lowering insulin cost. I guess insulin is one thing that could be a shortage, and that the cost could really increase, which would be terrible, just like baby formula, that happened, is happening. Insulin also for all the poor people that need that. So they're talking that insulin, there could be a problem with insulin coming up. So he said they're going to lower the cost of insulin, but also that they are going to work with providers and lower the cost of high-speed internet for the average family to pay $30 a month now. So if the average American family is feeling a crunch of $460 a month, and Biden is saying, we're going to try to work with providers and potentially, he didn't say will, potentially decrease the cost of high-speed internet to only $30 a month, that will help out the average American family. Really? Because $460 a month and taking off $30 a month really isn't much of a help. So that's why I'm saying, read between the lines. I don't know if people are believing this stuff that they're hearing or not. I know not everybody is. I know a lot of the people who watch this channel are not, but I'm telling you, we need to get the word out. Food shortages are coming. We have been warned over and over again. They're coming. I heard this one guy say, you prepare now, you get to eat the food you want. If you fail to prepare, you might have to eat the food that's just left. And I know that in the UK, they are really hurting over food prices and fuel prices and electricity prices. And they have actually come out with, multiple places have said this, that 25% of the people in the UK are skipping meals now because of the increased price of living there. So, and they said that they see no end in sight, that this is going to go on for years. So this actually came from the Bank of England has said this. So people are skipping meals. Think of 25%. That's actually a really big number. So if you have 4 people sitting in a room, then one of them is already skipping meals. And that's only the beginning of things. I heard another expert say that Africa, this coming famine that could impact Africa especially, I don't know about the United States. I think it's going to impact us more in food costs going up. And they already told us food prices are not, they see no end in sight, that they're going to keep increasing. But Africa, like this could wipe out a part of their country, that it could be that bad and people just trying to get out of the country. So there's a lot going on. We better read between the lines and really start paying attention. It's not just America. It is all over the world, and it's happening. And we better get our homes prepared. Don't wait. Do something this week. Do something for your house. Okay, until next time, I'm out.